Brother, is there more? Is there anything more than a how do you word this, bro? I'm too retarded for this. Is there anything that is more universally hated than Tinder? Like like seriously, is there anything that's more universally hated than fucking Tinder? I don't think there is. I think everybody hates Tinder. I don't know a single person that goes, "Oh yeah, Tinder's really fun. I like Tinder a lot." Wow, Tinder, oh my gosh. It makes me smile. Dude, Tinder is the most horrific social experiment that the Mossad government has ever put on us, bro. I'm telling you, Israel's behind this, brother. Israel's behind this. Oh man, bro, the shit that you see on Tinder, it's crazy. It's like, what's like an online forum that's like where all the crazy people are, man? Like 4chan or something? Bro, it's like where all the 4chan people dwell. And it's worse, dude. It's honestly worse. Like, oh man, what a brutal experience. The amount of stories I have on Tinder, and I haven't even went on many dates from Tinder, even though like I don't know, man. Like I've never felt more chopped in my entire life than when I was on Tinder. It was pretty bad, bro. It was pretty fucking bad. I thought I was like a decently looking guy, I got an okay physique, like my face is okay, there's nothing really wrong, I don't think. Um, but like, I guess it's not good enough, bro. I guess it's not good enough. I guess I'm fucking chopped, as these people say nowadays. Oh, as the BP people say nowadays. Black pill, dude. The conversations I would see on Tinder are the reasons why I'd get ghosted or blocked or whatever. Brother, it was insane. I mean, it was insane. I mean, like, just 2 out of 10s, quite frankly, just absolutely ripping into you for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, just straight up 2 out of 10s thinking that they're the hottest shit in the world. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I remember a couple years ago when I was on Tinder, I wouldn't get any matches. I mean, I got like a match a week or whatever. I heard that's good. Like, I heard that is a good statistic to have on Tinder. But bro, like, I mean, I don't know I think it's because I got bigger muscles or whatever the fuck happened, or better profile pictures or whatever. I mean, I can show you my Tinder. I I literally just installed it for the purpose of this journal video. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing. Um, for the purpose of this, and then I'm gonna delete it. I mean, Tinder is it's terrible, but bro, I remember there's so many stories I have on Tinder where people block you for no reason. And it's hard to like captivate someone on Tinder, you know? I find it very difficult. I mean like I c- I don't know if it's not going to do it justice really. I mean, okay pictures. I might edit it later and like, you know, show it on screen, but probably not if it's just going to be a journal. Just going to have to deal with it. I got okay pictures, I think. But I'd say on average, if I was just spamming the like button, I'm not even looking anymore, bro. I'm just fucking tapping that shit because there's not enough time in the day, especially I kind of live in a little bit of a rural area, so there's not as many people. Um, but if the girls, they don't understand the guy Tinder experience. They just don't. As a guy, um, bro, if you just sat there and you actually looked at their bio, like I'd love to look at their bios or whatever the fuck, right? Actually, I wouldn't love to. I hate Tinder with a passion. But if you just looked at the bios and you read everything, you look at the face card, you look at whatever the hell, right? If you have common interests or whatever, you're gonna be there for hours investing all of this time and energy in someone that very likely probably won't match back with you. At least if you look like a fella like me. I don't know. If you look like me, you're not gonna get crazy matches. You know what I mean? I mean, like, you're gonna get a lot of beluga whales. No disrespect, but it's not for me. It's just not for me. Do you? You do you, queen. I believe in you, princess. that sounded. Oh, that sounded bad, bro. Ugh. Um, but you're gonna get a lot of just random shit, man. I remember. Let me go through some of these chat messages here. Um, dude, ChatGPT was like my best friend with Tinder to like, because the thing is, when you like actually try to be creative and like charismatic, and you try to come up with like a funny, like kind of witty message for these girls, half the time they're not even gonna see it, and then half of that time they're gonna type okay if they do see it, so it's like 25% of the time, and then half of that time she lets you in, and then you have to keep on with that momentum throughout the conversation. So you're being extremely fake. You're not being genuine. It's it's a terrible experience. I think Tinder's the worst thing ever. I mean, I don't know any. I genuinely I don't know anyone who likes Tinder, girls included. I mean, and a lot of these girls use it as like a confidence boost, but the shit you see on a girl, it's like if you're a girl and you see all the messages you receive, I mean, I could imagine it's 400 plus freaking likes and messages. It's probably overwhelming, you know? It probably is. And a lot of these dudes are just trying to fuck. I mean, you're just looking at the face card. That's all you're looking at. Um, Tinder's just a bad thing, you know? I'm really trying to dive in on this point, but I'm hitting a wall of Tinder. And dude, the shit you see as a girl on Tinder, I'm sure you probably come out with like the what do you call it? It's probably like the like the war face. The fuck is this? Like the PTSD war. Dude, this is what you girls look like after you're done with Tinder. Cause like, oh my god, bro. Holy fuck, dick pics, like the most disgusting shit. I'm gonna rip your clothes off and yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, that's crazy. That's pretty bad, brother. It's pretty bad. Tinder's not fun. And like a lot of the times on Tinder, you're settling for someone that you don't really like because you're at such a deficit of matches that, you know, it's just cooked. Like, bro, I remember there's this one girl, I'm reading through messages right now. This one girl, um, we're just chatting, I just talking. She actually messaged me first. I said, "Yo, yo, just hitting a workout right now. How about you?" She said, "Watching a movie with my cat, just chilling." I said, "Girl, what you watching? Also, what's the cat's name?" Bones, and her name is Tortellini. It's kind of a cute cat name. Um, anyways, we're just chatting, just chatting. Um, I asked, okay. I said, not gonna lie, horror movies don't really scare me anymore. We were talking about horror movies, and then she said, I don't have to find them scary to watch them. I said, what do you like about them now? She said, they're just movies. I don't think it's that deep. I don't believe in fairy tales anymore yet. I never stopped enjoying them. I don't see why horror genres need to be any different. And then she left me on red. Brother, I was just asking why you like horror movies, and she tweaks out and goes, I'm not scared of them. It doesn't matter if I'm not scared of them. I could just watch them. It's not that deep. And then she fucking like leaves me on red and blocks me. Me asking the question while we're talking about horror movies, what she likes about them, because I personally said they don't scare me anymore. Right? I said, what do you like about them? Why do you keep on watching them if they don't scare you? She tweaked out, lost it. She's gone. You know what I mean? Those are the conversations you have on Tinder. By the way, this girl had like pentagrams and fucking Ouija boards and shit in her room. I mean, she was probably using the Ouija board to probably summon her like absent father. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. These girls are fucking crazy, bro. Like, I don't know a single girl that goes, "Oh, I'm gonna block this guy because he's saying I don't watch horror movies anymore because they don't scare me." I don't know a single girl. I mean, you have to be fucking crazy. But I think this is where all the crazy people go on to is fucking Tinder, Tinder. Um, yeah, I mean, like that's just one conversation. I know that was a little bit of an information overload, but there is so many fucking conversations I've had on Tinder where it's just the most boring conversation ever, or like maybe we talk about something and then like I say something wrong or something happen, or maybe one of the 50,000 other dudes are talking to her and then she just leaves me on red. And I don't want to double text because it's like I I don't want to put in that much effort in because these people don't give me the same amount of effort back, you see. And even if I do put that amount of effort in, like if I try to match it, they never really like it hardly ever works out. It's like I think I've gotten hmm, one, two, maybe a third. I got two real dates. What both were kind of bad. I mean, I guess I don't know. One was bad. The other one went okay. I mean, it wasn't really a date. It was more of a house call, if you will. um, and then there's like a third that was like I probably could have asked her on a date, but honestly, I was just talking to her, and I didn't really like what she looked like, which sounds superficial, but it is what it is, brother. If I don't like what you look like, then we might as well just be friends. Um, yeah, I don't know. And like I feel it just feels bad texting people on Tinder. But I do want to say something now that I'm done verbal diarying and regurgitating what everyone knows about Tinder and how bad dating apps are is listen, it's it's way better to approach in person. Everybody knows this. You've been told this 1,000 times if you're single or whatever. Everybody knows this. And I want to be a little bit vulnerable here. I have been contemplating walking up to a girl and asking for her number for the past man since I broke up with my ex, or since I got dumped by my ex, really. So 3 or so years ago. Just been it's just been procrastinating and just ruminating in my head for the longest time, where it just felt like this raid boss, this fucking insurmountable enemy I have to fight to be able to ask for a girl's number. And I did it for the first time a few weeks ago. I was at the mall with my buddy, and we were picking up skateboards. I haven't rode a skateboard since I bought this fucking $300 skateboard. I haven't even used it, really. I'm probably gonna hit it up this week. I mean, I say that every week, but I need to get off the game a little bit. I've been spending too much time. I mean, I spent most of my summer on video games, and like low key, you're never gonna meet anybody in real life if you play video games all day. Even though I love them, I mean, I've been playing games my whole life. Low key, key. Um, but yeah, I walked into the store. I was at fucking Zoomies, and there was an Asian girl there. She was really cute. Um, and it seemed like we had the same amount of autism. I'm not gonna lie. Like it seemed like we vibed with each other a little bit. And there's a couple tells. I thought she liked me. Um, I don't know if I scared her off or whatever, but it didn't end up working out. But um, I thought she called me cute when I first walked into the store, which is like okay, yeah, for sure. Um, and then when I was talking to, she was like a trainee. Um, when I was talking to like one of the seniors there, well, they're like hooking me up on my board. setting my shit up. She apparently went to my friend and asked for what my name was, and my name's DJ, right? So he's like, "Oh, that's DJ." Um, so I got my board. I kind of, unfortunately, I kind of fumbled it a little bit. Um, I didn't eat yet. I've been up for like 4 hours and I had like a fucking Monster Energy drink, so that shit was just the only thing dissolving in my stomach. And bro, I don't know if you've ever been on like an energy drink while on an empty stomach, but it doesn't feel good. Like it feels like I feel jittery, anxious, like a little bit weak, you know. If you have epilepsy, it kind of feels like you're about to have a seizure, low key. Why am I saying low key? I don't even say low key. Um, anyways, so I kind of went silent. I didn't really hold the conversation too well. I thought it was fine. I was just being authentic, you know. I wasn't gonna force something, so I was just kind of chilling. Um, so I get my board set up. You know, I'm honestly feeling a little bit nauseous and sick at this point because I've got an empty stomach. And then my buddy's like, "So you gonna ask for her number?" I was like, "I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. You think she likes me?" And he's like, "I don't know, man. Kind of." So anyways, we went to the food court. We're gonna lap back around because he wanted to go get something in there anyway, like trunks for his skateboard or something. Um, and we did just that, right? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna ask for this girl's number when I get back in there. And I didn't find the opportunity at first, you know. Um, but like as soon as I walked in, she's like, "Hey, DJ," which is kind of, you know, another sign that it's like she didn't go, "Oh, hey, Clay," my friend's name. She went, "Hey, DJ." You know what I mean? Um, so she seemed interested. Um, so I kind of scared her when I asked her, bro. Unfortunately, I was asking her while I was leaving, and she was on a ladder. Okay. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried to approach a woman on a ladder, but it asks for their fucking number, but it's not the easiest thing ever, especially in the scenario I was in. I mean, like, she was, I don't even know how to, there's a ladder here, there's a wall right next to it. She's facing the wall, and I'm right here and there's like nothing here to close the distance. So what I have to do is I guess I could have walked up and be like, "Hey, can I get your number?" or whatever. It just didn't work out like that. So I waited for her to get off the ladder. And while she was like changing the, the clothes or something, I walked behind her and I was like, "Hey," and I scared her. She got scared for me saying, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh fuck. This is going terribly." But I was like, "Hey, I mean, I feel bad if I didn't ask, but I'd beat myself up if I didn't ask, but I was wondering if I can get your number or your Instagram." And she's like, "Oh, um, I'm actually kind of seeing a friend right now, but we can still talk." Um, and then she's like, "You can have my Instagram." But she said we can still talk in a way where it's like, that guy's not serious. I mean, like, you know, I'm still open. It's just like a situationship is the vibe I got off, right? So I got her Instagram. I texted her. Um, you know, like the scuba, the cat he's like this. The cat's like that. My buddy told me to text the scuba. I was like, fuck it, bro. My buddy he ain't got no game, bro. He ain't got no game. But listen, I thought scuba was cool. I thought scuba was cool. I said, yo, and then the little cat doing this. I thought it was pretty cool. She waited 10 hours, texted back, said yo. I said yo. So it was pretty fucking dry. And then I was just trying to start a conversation. I was just like, um, because I bought a skateboard there. I was like, you know, I ate shit trying to do the skateboard thing or whatever the hell I said, and she's like, I said I ate shit trying to do a trick on the skateboard, but I think I'm gonna try again tomorrow. And she said, "Good luck, dude." Okay, just good luck, dude. And then I look at her story, and it's a 1 year anniversary post with her and her friend or her boyfriend, I guess, right? But it's like, bro, like what are we doing? You called me cute. At least I thought she called me cute. I thought I heard her call me cute. And then she asked for my name from my buddy. And then when I walk in, she was friendly. We were kind of vibing together a little bit. I can tell we had the same sense of humor and stuff, similar personality, matching personalities. You know what I mean? Like something that could mesh well. Um, and then when I walk back in, she goes, "Hi, DJ," and she has a fucking boy. Oh, also, by the way, also when I'm talking to her, she goes, "I just have a friend I'm seeing, but we can still talk, right?" And she puts a 1 year anniversary post. I mean, tell me that's not a cheater. That has to be a cheater. But here's the weirdest part. If she was cheating, I mean, why was she so dry? I mean, like, you know what I mean? If she was going to cheat, why was she so dry? Maybe she was just overtly friendly. Maybe I read it wrong. I don't know. I thought I read the signs properly. I mean, I think that's what you could have gotten out of the signs from, what she was doing at least, or at least from how I'm explaining it. But anyways, my point is that was the first time I actually asked for a girl's number. And though it was nerve-wracking and I was kind of very anxious, it was like a slow build up. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm finally going to do this in my head," right? Even though it's something so small, what I mean? I made it such a big thing. Like such a big 3 years, bro. 3 years of just being like, I'm gonna cold approach or whatever the hell, right? Because dating apps are so fucking stupid. And I still think that cold approaching is kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, but it's the best option you have. But 3 years went by, and I finally did it. And guess what? It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that tough. Maybe even if I got rejected, I mean, like, I pretty much rejected myself after I seen that. Like, here's the thing for me nowadays. I mean, previously, I low key kind of was a pushover, so like I would be simping, I guess. And I don't recommend it. I don't think it's fun. I think it's important to value yourself more than trying to dish out as much energy and attention as possible towards someone that you don't even know. You know what I mean? Someone who's not really giving you that type of attention back. Um, um, I think but it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard at all. It was kind of chill. I mean, it was okay. I mean, I would do it again. It's not something crazy. But the thing is I think it's weird to um kind of cold approach like how I just did. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? I mean, ideally you'd be around that person for a while. You know what I mean? It wouldn't just be, oh, I seen you for 2 seconds, thought you were cute, had a decent conversation, and then continue to grab your number or whatever, right? So maybe we can go on a date and you know, get to know each other more. Ideally, it's like you guys are around each other for a while. Maybe you work in the same place or you're part of like the same group or club or whatever. And you guys are friends and then you move into maybe it evolves into a relationship, maybe someone starts flirting, you flirt back or whatever the hell, and it evolves into a relationship. But there's no places to do that. I don't at least I don't have that opportunity right now. Maybe I need to go find some social hobbies. I mean, I really do need to find social hobbies. My only social hobby is playing video games, which is not the greatest, bruh. Not the great. You ain't. Mm-mm. You can go find no one in real life for video games. Let me tell you something. Um, I mean, video games are cool. They're not bad. It's just anything's good in moderation, and you excessively play video games all day, guess what? You ain't never gonna find yourself a girl, bruh. You gonna be lonely forever, bruh. You gonna be lonely forever. Um, but isn't that crazy? I mean, fuck, bro. 3 years. At least I did it. I mean, I felt very accomplished after. A little sad, but very accomplished. Because I feel like a lot of the times We make excuses and look for the best scenario for these sort of things. But like I just listed, like, listen, bro, I felt like shit. I felt like throwing up, low key. I don't know why I never say low key. It's just because the camera's on. I felt like throwing up because I had freaking energy drink battery acid in my stomach, pretty much. Um, but I did it anyways. I didn't feel the greatest. I don't think I showered. Yeah, I don't think I showered when I woke up. We just kind of went to the mall. You know, not the best case ever, but I still did it, and I think that's what's important. I think if you do something, even if it's going against the grain, even if everything's not perfect, you know, even if you're scared, eventually you will succeed. Um, and I think me personally, I need to go out and put myself out in front of more people and make more friends. Because right now, I think I live a very reclusive lifestyle, and I'm pretty content with being an introvert and being kind of antisocial. But I definitely don't think it's good for me. I mean, I have nights where I'm like, man, what am I doing with my life? I mean, I should be. I see so many times of like kids just partying my age and just having a really good time, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it's like I'm autistic or something, but I can't get down with it like these kids, bro. I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I walk into a party and I'm like, fuck, bro, what do I do? I'm like a fucking wet noodle in a party, bro. I'm just like, holy shit, what do I do? I'm like lost, like all the voices and noises and people, it's overwhelming. It makes me want to just go into a corner and like look at the stars or something, you know what I mean? Or just like kind of chill out. I mean, it's very clear I like one-on-one conversations more than big groups. I, I am an introvert, that's for sure, right? I used to think I'm a hybrid, but I don't know. I find a lot of satisfaction in activities by myself. Um, but I think that it's very important for people that are introverted like me to my microphone's turned off. I think it's very important for people like me to find social hobbies that still allow me to talk and meet new people. I'm terrible at meeting new people. I, I hate it. I hate that's the biggest thing I hate about living is meeting new people. I it truly I'm not good at it. I suck at it, you know. Like I find myself attracted to a lot of people that are extroverts, and maybe not even like attracted in the sense of just like guy girl, boyfriend girlfriend, but just people in general. Like I like it when someone yaps their ear off to me or whatever the hell, or does the talking or initiates. I like it when they initiate. I fucking suck at initiating, bro. That's just me. I can't do it as well as other people, but you have to do it as an introvert, which sucks for someone like me who has trouble having conversations with strangers and initiating conversations. It feels kind of impossible to meet friends, like meet new people. Therefore, it's like kind of hard to like, get a girl or whatever the hell, right? Because like, I mean, I think that's everyone's dream is like find love, get married, have kids, you know. Um, yeah, but you know, I like chilling out by myself. It's fun. I think um I don't think it's a weakness. I think if people lived my life and how alone I can be at times. I mean, I got friends online. I hang out with a lot of my friends online pretty much every night. But I do have seasons where like I don't talk to anyone for like a couple weeks, a week, or maybe even a month at worst, right? I think that I'm pretty good at sitting with myself and staying calm. I think a lot of people, if they were alone with their thoughts, that they would tweak out and they'd fucking lose it because they haven't grappled with their reality. Anyways, kind of a yap fest today. Um, Sorry if the topics were a little bit out of place, kind of out of focus today because of my ADHD. Yo, but I think next video is gonna be something more philosophical, maybe a little bit more nuance. I think I'm gonna talk about the the goy brain mindset is what I like to call it. The people that are just obsessed with self-improvement, exceptionalism, if you will. I don't know if you've ever. I think most people are plagued by this, where they're like, just I'm gonna make this. I gotta make six figures, do this, and it's just a fucking dick measuring contest, exceptionalism contest, where people derive their internal values on how exceptional they are as a person and not actually their personality, and how it does affect dating and I mean, if it affects the person, it's going to affect their dating life, right? So if it's a widespread problem in people in a culture, then it's going to affect everything, including dating. Like I might talk about that soon, and I want to talk about the gender war a little bit. I think that not in the normal sense where it's guy versus woman, but instead that we should encourage guy and woman. I think that there's an untapped market for, I don't know if you'd call it hope core. I'd call it love core. Low key. Low key. Low key. Low key. I call it love core. And it's just I see these videos on my feed every now and then, and it just fucking factor resets my brain. It just goes, "Oh my god. Whew, I needed one of those videos. Holy. Holy, I needed one of those videos." And it'll be like guys are better at fucking jumping and girls are better at, I don't know, girl stuff. That's a shitty example. Yeah, I think that, I don't know. I'm gonna have some more philosophical stuff coming up, something more concise and not as fucking random like this video is, but yeah. Goodbye.